What if King Kong wasn't the villain? What if he was just a pawn in a much bigger, much more cynical game? Picture this. A world finally at peace. No wars, no major conflicts. For most of us, that's a dream come true. But for Aegis Dynamics, one of the world's largest private defense contractors, it's a nightmare. Their stock is plummeting, and bankruptcy is looming. Peace, it turns out, is bad for business. They need a new enemy, a new threat to justify their existence and sell their high-tech weaponry. And then, they find him. Kong. But their plan isn't to capture or kill him. That's too simple. Too direct. Their goal is far more insidious. They want to turn Kong into the ultimate boogeyman. A global threat that only they can contain, using advanced, undetectable technology like low-frequency, sound generators, and targeted drones that attack his food sources. They begin to subtly provoke him. It is a cruel and calculated campaign of psychological warfare against a creature that just wants to be left alone. They carefully herd him, like a sheep, out of his isolated home on Skull Island and push him toward one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Imagine being Kong. Suddenly, your home is under siege by an invisible enemy. Strange, unsettling noises echo through the jungle, and giant metal birds attack your prey. Confused, agitated, and feeling his territory is being violated, Kang lashes out at the first thing he sees. Massive container ships crossing his path. He sees them as intruders, a new threat in his domain. He does what any cornered animal would do. He defends himself. And just like that, Aegis Dynamics gets exactly what it wanted. The media goes into a frenzy. Headlines scream, "Monster on the loose," and Titan attacks global trade. News channels play terrifying footage of Kong tearing through ships 24/7. Public panic spreads like wildfire. Fear is a powerful motivator, and governments around the world are desperate for a solution. And who just happens to be ready with a multi-billion-dollar proposal? You guessed it, Aegis Dynamics. They step into the spotlight, presenting their shiny new anti-Titan defense system and a fleet of state-of-the-art patrol mechs. They aren't just selling weapons, they're selling security. They're selling a solution to a problem they created. The stock market responds instantly. Their value skyrockets. They've successfully created a fear market, and business is booming. But a few people aren't buying it. Maybe it has a small team of investigative journalists, or a sidelined group of Monarch agents who know Kong's true nature. They see the inconsistencies. Kong has never been aggressive on this scale before. Why now? Why are the attacks so conveniently located near major economic hubs? The timing is just too perfect. They start digging, following a trail of encrypted communications, phantom shell companies, and suspicious equipment purchases. They uncover the truth, piece by piece. The low-frequency emitters, the drone flight paths, the internal Aegis memos. They realize Kong isn't a monster. He's a victim, being led by the nose straight into a trap. This all leads to a heart-pounding climax. The protagonists have found the device Aegis is using to lure Kong, hidden on a remote island. But it's too late. Kang, enraged and confused, is now engaged in a full-scale battle with a naval fleet. The sailors and pilots believe they're fighting a mindless beast to protect lives. Kong believes he's fighting for his own survival against relentless attackers. It's a tragic misunderstanding, engineered for profit. The heroes are now in a race against time. They have to disable the Aegis device to stop enraging Kong, but they're caught between a rampaging Titan and a hail of military-grade explosives. At the same time, they need to get the evidence they've collected to the outside world to prove Kong's innocence before the military delivers a killing blow. They need to show everyone that the real monster isn't the giant ape, but the men in suits who are willing to unleash chaos on the world just to make a profit. It's a story that flips the classic monster movie on its head. Instead of fearing the creature, we fear what humanity is capable of. It's a modern-day fable about how greed can create monsters, both literally and figuratively. It makes you wonder, in a world driven by profit, who are the real beasts? This isn't just a monster movie. It's a mirror held up to our own society. And the reflection is pretty terrifying. What do you think? Could this be the best King Kong story yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this.